What does freedom mean to you? It was not long ago now that my life looked very different. I used to leave for work before the sun had risen and return after it had gone down, only to spend the rest of the night studying or writing essays. During those long years, time felt like my most precious resource. Often my soul just longed for stillness. I wanted nothing more than to sit and watch the sunrise as it turned dewdrops in the grass to a sea of diamonds, or to feel the warmth of morning light filtering through the trees. There were times on my way to work when I would glimpse something so beautiful, such as a spider's web beaded in rain, or a field of sunflowers glowing beneath the arc of a sprinkler. I wanted nothing more than to stop and to capture those moments, knowing that they would never be exactly as they were in that instant. But of course, like so many of you, I'm sure, I was already late for work. I'm sure you've had these moments too, that you wish you could just stop and appreciate, but life has hurried you on. Maybe it's a small thing, but a sadness began to grow inside of me. I began to wonder how much beauty in the world I was missing because I was stuck in a system where I was exchanging my time for money. I didn't see that there was really any other way. It just felt like the burdens and responsibilities were the price of adulthood. This feeling was very familiar. It had been around a long time. But I remember things shifted one day in particular. I was visiting Dylan, who is now my husband, but we were just getting to know each other back then. He was sitting and shelling lentils that he'd grown. As I watched him working quietly, sorting the good ones from the bad, I couldn't help but feel a sense of urgency. And I wondered, how could someone devote their time to a task like this without feeling overwhelmed as I did by the weight of all the things that they should be doing? At the time, I lived with constant demands. Whether it was work or study, renovating my house, or countless other obligations, I barely had time to prepare a healthy meal for myself, let alone grow food. It was definitely something I'd always dreamed was possible, but it didn't feel like it was. But what that moment did teach me was how hard it had become for me to relax. I could see how far removed I'd become from a natural pace of life. And something in me wanted to return. If you've ever felt that way, maybe you know what I mean. Like Dylan, I wanted to sit in stillness without feeling pressure or guilt for doing so. I had no idea how it would be possible for me to get there. All I knew was that I needed more peace. At the start of this year, I made a big decision.
What do the bad ones do?
I walked away from my job, my studies, and the security of a 6-figure salary. And I started growing food with my husband. It's not that I don't value hard work, nor that I fail to see that society needs people in important roles to keep functioning. I just no longer believe that our survival or our worth should come at the cost of most of our waking lives. Even though this was a dream come true, I would be lying if I said it was easy in the beginning to shed those ideas of what the world approves of and sit quietly in the unknown. I didn't know that titles and achievements meant a whole lot to me until I didn't have them anymore. I think more than just a lifestyle change, it was also a redefining of my identity, who I was in the world, and my sense of self-worth. Even now I catch myself measuring success in the garden the same way that I did in my studies or in my career, taking a failed crop personally, for example. They always say that when the noise of the world falls away, you're left with only yourself. Even though I'd always thought of myself as someone who looked inward, I don't think I'd ever had the space to confront myself with such honesty before.
Don't do that.
And that hasn't always been easy. These days, I still get up before dawn, but the first sound I hear is birdsong. I walk outside and place my bare feet in the grass while I watch the sunrise, just as I had longed for. Some mornings are simply ablaze with beauty. I often forget my camera and I just sit and drink it all in. I wonder if you have felt this same yearning that I have, for more peace and the freedom to decide for yourself what truly matters. Dostoevsky said that beauty would save the world. I do believe that the beauty in nature and in true works of art allow us to glimpse something beyond this world, where it's not just a physical experience, but a spiritual one, something that allows us to experience a moment of the divine. For me, this beautiful life has confirmed what freedom means to me. All these years, what I longed for was the freedom to be gentle. I know I'll never fully capture the beauty that surrounds me now. Not in words or in film, the way that I'm sharing with you now. But I've made it my purpose to try. If there's one thing I believe in, it's that this world is still beautiful. And even with all the reasons we may have to feel removed from our nature, to feel despair, This life, your life, is something truly precious. I'm not somebody who has any of this figured out. And I don't know if anybody really does. But whatever freedom looks like for you, I encourage you to hold on to that vision. In my experience, change hasn't come from a grand plan or a life-changing decision, but from one small, achievable step after another in the direction of more peace. So, from one dreamer to another, I want to thank you for being here. It's for people like you that I continue to send these videos out into the ether. So please know, to me, you are truly appreciated.